Doug Thompson here. This is a kind of an example of a large bowl made with a die forming process. I think I had about 2 days fabricating that form, and I had about 8 hours actually forming the bowl itself. So I had to make the die first, and then I was able to sink the bowl into the die. I wanted to talk a little bit more about die forming. So to make this little fish, I took a piece of plate and I cut out the body of the fish. I took a piece of sheet metal, pushed it through this way, hot, took the sheet metal off, turned it over, put another piece of sheet metal on, heat it up, push it through, cut the sheet metal off, and then the flash, that flat area around it, trimmed off. I then welded up the two halves and then added the fins. So this is a small example of die forming. About 10 years ago, I was asked to do something far different. I was asked to make a bowl. This is the form that I designed and built to make this big copper bowl. So all of these bars are welded to a circle, top and bottom, and then there's a lot of structure on it because I had to put a fair amount of pressure and heat on this big copper sheet. The way that I went about it was I got a square of copper. I took 2-inch tubing that I had set shelves to a certain dimension. They went all the way around. I clamped the copper all the way around, heated the copper with a rosebud, and then I used an air hammer and I modified the end so the curvature of the end would match the final curvature of the bowl. And I started out in the center and pushed it a little bit. We had to keep constant heat on it because this air hammer moves the material so quickly that it immediately work hardens. So there was someone on the back, actually he was on the back, he was moving in regions. I would work one region and then go back and forth. And anyways, I pushed the copper down to the bars and then pushed the copper in between the bars to form this scallop shape. I then trimmed the copper with the big bowl still in place, finished, and then I scalloped the edge, pulled all of the tubing blocks out, and then I was able to use these radius portions to radius the top of the bowl. And so the final result was this.